Separation and conjunction. Perform the philosophic egg until one is inwardly centered and one feels one's being to be within the space of the retort. Now become conscious of one's soul forces. Begin to picture this as a kind of bubbling, seething water at the bottom of the flask, full of life and ever-changing raw energy. Allow this picture to form itself clearly. Take on a definite structure, then quite deliberately separate oneself from it. Feel one's inward being detaching from the seething water. It will help to picture one's being rising upwards in the flask, away from the realm of the boiling, living waters of the soul. Let this separation continue until one stands quite apart, high above, focused to a point, sharp and withdrawn, but still aware of the bubbling, seething below. A point will come quite naturally in this exercise when one feels the need to return downwards. Let this descent happen, and with this feel one's being spreading, opening out to meet the bubbling energy of the waters. Picture one's being dissolve in the seething liquid soul substance at the bottom of the retort. Then again, separate and ascend on high, looking down on the process below. Then descend and dissolve once more in the waters. Repeat this a few times, following one's own inner judgment as to how often, but always finishing on the conjunctio phase. Then close the meditation by following the retort exercise backwards, leading from the inner space back into the outward consciousness. This separatio and conjunctio meditation inwardly prepares the soul for later exercises, when it will be important to have conscious control over one's immersion in or separation from an inward process. Performing the retort meditation regularly builds up an ability to step into the inner space consciously and at will. One has control over the inner, outer dimension of the soul. This second exercise helps to develop the inner flexibility needed to work with alchemical symbols in meditation. These are fundamental exercises, and though seemingly simplistic, mastery of these is important for later work. Those who have worked with substances and physical alchemical apparatus, performing physical alchemy, will find this an invaluable source for inner pictures to build these meditations of soul alchemy.